doing something, Ken?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm cleaning beer lines.
All right.
So I just,
How long do you do that?
every 2 weeks.
And is it a 2-week period, I guess, right? So
Yep. I usually do it on Mondays. We're closed, so it lets me just have fun doing it.
You're all hooked up here.
Yeah, so if you can see it here, I've got the cleaner there. It's going through the pump. And then it goes into this line, and then it's connected back in the beer cooler. So then it comes out here and back there and then back. So it's, and then back into the bucket. And then this is the goop. But it lets me run a closed loop, and it really cleans the beer lines much more thoroughly than just pumping it through once.
Cool.
So I learned this from Ashley Hayden from, at the time she was working in Belgium. But she taught me how to do this, and it works great. It's the best way to clean beer lines.
Well, I've come to interrupt your day because what I want to do is taste some beer.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's do it.
So Ken, what I wanted to do today was to try a couple of beers that are not your traditional styles. And it's kind of a showdown here. Now what do they call that? A throwdown. As opposed to showdown, it's a throwdown. And this is all in aid of D and G, who just had their 3rd anniversary. Well done, Alex. And he has produced a barrel-aged Wheatwine. Whoa! I say, absolutely fantastic. And I thought we'd throw it down against another one in the St. Charles area, which is Octane 93. Now this is a wheat wine, American wheat wine. It is not barrel aged, so it's not a fair throwdown. We just thought we'd like to try a couple of wheat wines. What do you say, Ken?
I'm up for it.
Cool. What do you know about wheat wines? And which one do you want to try first?
Let's try the not barrel aged.
You got it. The not barrel aged.
Yes.
All right, good man. I can open this one.
Unbarrel aged.
So while I'm opening it up, you tell everybody about what wheat wines are.
What wheat wines are? Wow, I should have looked this up before we started. But to me, a wheat wine is a wheat version of a barley wine. How's that?
You're absolutely right there, Ken. I'm glad you passed the test. And the reason that I asked him that was a lot of people have looked at our barley wine shows every year. So as it's like 6 months since we did the last one, we thought we'd fill in with a wheat wine one. So here we go. We're going to pour this out. And that pours out a beautiful light copper color, I think.
Kind
One
of golden.
for you.
Yeah.
Golden?
Golden.
Nice and golden. There we go.
Floaty action in there too.
You got what?
A little bit of floaty.
Oh, maybe there's some floaties at the bottom. That's not necessarily a bad thing. What does that actually mean?
Well, I'm guessing that's just some yeast.
Some yeast that's left over and it's floating around.
Yeah, I mean, most likely. It probably, it sat and you've had that sitting in the fridge for a while, so it settled out probably. Then you drove over here with it. You had it in a cooler bag, right?
I did. But it should be at the right temperature.
Probably just opening it, you get some CO2 releases and it stirs that up.
So the wheat wine that the Octane 93 Brewery in St. Charles produced has been out for a while, and they're associated, in fact I think they're owned by the same people who own the Pride gas station snack shop. What do they call those? Coffee shops? Whatever.
Convenience stores?
Convenience stores. Well done, good man. And so I know for a fact that in some of the Pride stores this is still available. So if you're really into trying a wheat wine versus a barley wine, here's your opportunity. Let's give it a go on the old aroma.
Okay.
Oh, sweetness. And I don't mean you, Ken.
Yeah. a lot of malt.
A lot of malt. Yeah.
A little bit of
really good. This is coming in at a magnificent 11.3%. Fantastic. How's the cleaning going?
Oh, still got 9 minutes and 4 seconds on the cycle.
Got to keep him on track. Let's taste it. I've had this before.
That has significant alcohol.
It has significant alcohol.
Warming.
But I will say that I think it's settled down a little bit, and I'm getting a nice flavor.
It's definitely sweet. So, you know, wheat, one of the things wheat imparts to a beer is sweetness. And it would definitely get in that. It also can kind of lighten up a beer and bring up the alcohol.
And that's what I was saying, that I think the lightness of the color also matches the lightness of the mouthfeel. This, I think, is a little bit lighter in body than that barley wine.
That's nice.
It is nice.
You can tell it's got a little age on it.
Yeah?
There's a little bit of like the stone fruit character. What does that? Is there a date on that can?
Possibly, but
You
bugger
have
if
your
I can
glasses
read
on?
it. I don't have my glasses on. He's
I have
got
the right glasses on.
Okay.
So this could be.
Usually what they do is they stamp on the bottom of the can, not with their foot, but with a little ink stamper, and it usually has a month or even sometimes a day when they actually put the beer into the can. So you know when you're getting the beer, you know, if it's fresh, or if you're getting something that is very much hop based and it's just a regular beer. Don't get it if it's too old, because those hops will have faded. He's looking at it with his phone right now.
12/16 of 20.
12/16 of 20, which means that this
Was
is
canned on that day.
canned on that day, so it's at least 6 months old, right?
Yeah. Well, 8 months.
Very
old.
nice. 8 months old. Oh yeah, here we are, we're in August. Good stuff.
8 months.
But I like this one a lot. So let's see how it compares to D&G's newly produced barrel-aged wheat wine. Back in a sec. All right, we're back, and we have a bottle which has got the real nice, jazzy, fantastic tie-dyed label that D&G
Tie-dyed, of course, right?
Tie-dyed, of course. What?
Tie-dyed, of course, from D&G. Come on.
Oh, of course, yeah. I was going to say, that's their thing. And they've got some really good t-shirts that you can go out there and get. Now, this is one of their, I think, their first wheat wines. And it does have, it says in here, a wheat ale aged in a bourbon barrel. And there is a story behind this. So let's see if Alex can tell us what it is. Alex Dreyer from D and G Brewing.
I guess we're talking about our wheat wine. This was a fun beer to make. High ABV. We struggled with this beer because everything went well with it, and then all of a sudden it stopped fermenting. It stopped fermenting, very sweet. We did not know what to do with the beer, so we thought, here, I know what'll help. Throw it in a barrel. Oddly enough, it actually helped. We threw it into a barrel, and it fermented down to the gravity it was supposed to ferment down to. And with that, we ended up with a wheat wine, a bourbon barrel aged wheat wine in a journeyman's barrel. Quite a good beer. Want to say anything about it, Nick? You brewed it.
I used some Belgian yeast.
A little bit of honey, a little Belgian yeast.
30,
Yeah.
and then it didn't. We threw it in the barrel thinking it would mellow out, and it just continued to ferment. So WLP 530, I think
Yeah.
it was.
It's a good yeast for it.
Yeah. Still a lot of residual sweetness in it, and if I remember right, a lot of wine characteristics almost to it. Dark fruit.
And a nice light bourbon flavor.
Yeah.
Right now, we're probably looking at, I think we have between 7 and 12 bottles left.
So I'm going to open this up and find out if the aging process has done it an extra level up. They always say going to the next level, don't they?
Yes, level up.
Would you like to open that?
Certainly.
Thank you very much.
Let's see if I do this with my wine opener. Hey.
All right. Was there any fizz on it? Or-
It definitely went.
Oh my goodness me, smell that. It's got some bourbon.
A little bit.
Yeah, I know. Now this
I think the fan's blowing everything around.
is coming in, it says on here it's coming in at 10.2. I don't know, I thought it was actually more than that, but we'll see. Oh, hang on, I better do this in front of the camera. Here we go. Oh, I can tell immediately this is a little bit darker. I'll give that one to you.
Thanks, sir.
Doesn't have as much head, which means what?
Well, I think maybe if you pour that a little higher, it's straight down. You know?
Oh. Means I don't know how to pour a beer. That's what it means. There we go, look at that. I got great, nice head on that.
Barrel-aged beers often have, less head than their unaged partners.
Now this has been bottled, I know, just recently because last week I was in the brewery and Nick, the assistant brewer, was bottling it and labeling it. So it's very fresh, straight out the fermenter, I guess. Would it be the bright tank? Fermenter.
Probably the bright tank.
Oh, the
probably
bright
go
tank.
from the barrel into the bright tank.
Okay. So this has got a mahogany color, light mahogany, would you say?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the aroma is definitely a bourbon barrel.
I get malt and the the spirit character.
Okay.
Both. I like it's balanced. It's nice.
Let's drink it.
Yes.
Fantastically smooth body. Mouthfeel is quite delightful.
Oh man,
it's got a kick to it. Now I would say that this has more of a kick than the Octane 93 one, don't you think?
I don't know. I think that has more alcohol heat. This one has more alcohol heat, whereas this one.
He's double fisting it, folks.
This one is a little more balanced. I think it has a kind of a drying finish.
Yes, I got that, definitely, yeah. The drying finish.
Man, I love the balance of this.
I'm getting cast.
Yeah.
I'm getting that barrel coming through. Wow.
I just get a lot of caramel notes.
Yeah.
A lot of the caramel, like the whiskey's accentuating the caramel notes of the beer.
I'm going to think that this one, if you hang on to a bottle of this for a year, you're going to get even more stone fruit coming through.
Yeah.
Plums and raisins and things like that.
I think it might do well with a year on it.
Yeah. I think this is a very good beer for you to cellar for a year and see how it goes.
It's good right now too, though.
Oh, it's good right now, absolutely. Yeah, this is. But I would say, as I said, we thought it was going to be a throwdown, but really both of these are a completely different beer style because one's barrel aged, you're getting the bourbon. The other one is a straight up kind of wheat wine. So
yeah, this one's lighter bodied.
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic. Well, I think that Alex and Nick, you've done a great job. And
cheers, guys.
Octane 93, they've done a great job. Fantastic breweries in our area. Now, I'm going to put this down because how much longer do we have on your cleaning?
Yeah, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beep, 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 beep. So you're basically just going to turn off your...
I'm going to kill the pump.
Oh, kill the pump.
I need to rinse the lines.
Yeah.
So actually I need to dump that bucket of spent beer first.
And then you do it all over for the other ones, right?
Yeah, this is 30 taps, and then I've got 2 more over there, so they run from those tanks.
Okay.
So I'll have to hook that up separate. But I run 3 cycles. I do the first 10, and then I do another 10, and then I do the third 10. 30.
So there you go.
Every 2 weeks we do this.
Every 2 weeks.
This keeps the beer tasting fresh all the way to the tap. You can't just clean the tanks. You got to clean all the way from where you start brewing to where you finish serving.
Well, thanks, Ken. Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's have a cheers to end it off.
Okay.
So it's Wheatwines away from D and G and Octane 93. Thank you, Ken, for letting us come in whilst you're cleaning your lines. I'm going to clang myself. 1, 2, 3. And let's clang together. Let's do it.
Barrel aged, not barrel aged.
Let's mix.
Oh, blend. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I think we're done. Bye. See you next time. on the Brit and Yankee Craft Beer Instant Brew Review. Cheers!
I was just curious, Phil. Why do you do these? Why do you do the podcast?
Because I like exposing myself to beer, if you know what I mean. No, I just like to have the local brewers that we have in this area let everybody know that they're making great beer, and they're not only making hazes, seltzer, regular beers, they're making fantastic wheat wines and barley wines as well. Cool. Good enough answer?
Of course.
Do I get 10 points?
Thanks.
And a
Thanks
claim.
for answering. Cheers to you, Phil.
We'll be back next time. Cheers, Ken.